What's up, guys? It's Scott, aka Baker Turtle here, bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. This is a PokeFighters Fantasy League battle, week 3 against Joseph, coach of the Mossdeep Infernapes. And as you can see, the team he brought against me is Cloyster, Hawlucha, Florges, Deontay, Charizard, and Taurus. Now, I brought physically defensive Seismitoad because he had Infernape on his team, and I know although he can learn Grass Knot, I just wanted to be physically defensive for that just in case. I got max defense, physically defensive Gardevoir again this week with Psyshock, Moonblast, Will-O-Wisp, and Wish. I've got Choice Scarf Flygon with Draco, Earthquake, U-Turn, and Superpower for that Taurus. And I've got fully physically defensive Hitmontop with Intimidate again for that Tauros, or the Cloyster, what have you, with Rapid Spin, Counter, Toxic, and Mach Punch. I've got Heliolisk, Life Orb with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, and Hyper Beam. And I got Mega Pinsir with Swords Dance, Quick Attack, Return, and Substitute. Now let's get into this. Now I haven't watched this video ahead of time, so bear with me if I really don't know what's gonna go on right now. But he starts off with his Tauros, as I have Seismitoad here. I'm physically defensive, so I know I can take a hit. I just want to set up my Stealth Rocks, because I don't think he has a Defogger unless his Cloyster is Spinner, or unless he has Defog Charizard or something. But I just set up my rocks, as his Earthquake didn't really do too much, and he just keeps staying in. I don't know why he's staying in. He should have switched out, probably to his, like, I don't know, Florges or something. But I just go for the Skull, trying to get a burn or something. And I want to save this thing, so I decided to switch out, predicting that Earthquake, as he just keeps going for it. And got my Flygon in here, as he switches out on my Superpower into his Florges. And I should have predicted that and gone for like a U-turn or something, but I kind of thought he would stay in, thinking he could take a hit. But so yeah, so I gotta switch out here. Don't want to die to a Moonblast, so I just go out into my Gardevoir. I don't really have a special defensive wall this game, because looking at his team, he didn't really have a lot of special attackers. It was mostly physical attackers, and that's an offensive Florges with Life Orb. So yeah, so I decided to just go for the Wish here, as he probably is gonna try to Moonblast again. Yep. And Gardevoir's taking some damage. So I'm gonna pass this Wish onto my Seismitoad, because I got Poison Jab on this thing. This is my designated counter to this, even though I'm not specially defensive, and I just live on 2 because I got that 56 EVs. And unfortunately though, that Wish isn't gonna bring me up too much, because Gardevoir doesn't have a lot of HP, but he's just gonna keep spamming that Moonblast. But slowly but surely, he's gonna be whittled down, and I live on 11, get off of that Poison Jab, and KO that Florges. Now this opens up a lot of doors for my special attackers, like Heliolisk or Flygon with Draco Meteor. So I feel a little bit more comfortable, as he just goes down to Hawlucha. At this point, I'm going to sack this Seismitoad, because I don't want this thing setting up, so I just go straight for the Ice Punch. as he tries to set up on me, substitute. So this is specifically why I didn't want to switch out. Actually, I go for the Scald in case I wanted to burn it or something, in case you wanted to go for Swords Dance. Or I know it'll break the sub. And at this point, I know he's not going to go for the sub because I'll just keep breaking it. So I go for the Ice Punch. And he sets up on me. I don't know. I guess he thinks he can set up on a Seismitoad, which is not a good idea. And he's got the Citrus Berry, so now his Unburden's gone off, but he's less than 50%, and pretty sure maybe like my do I have any priority? I guess the Quick Attack from Pinsir, but that would have killed from anything anyway. So I feel like this was pretty early for him to try to set up with a Hawlucha when I got a Mega Pinsir in the back. So he actually just decides to stay in and just sack this thing. So I Mega Evolve and just straight up go for that Quick Attack. I don't want any shenanigans. I didn't want to sub on this in case he switched out. I just really wanted this thing gone because it was like the biggest threat to my team. And he just goes straight out into his Charizard. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go straight and switch out into I think Gardevoir. I think I'm gonna sack Gardevoir. No, I actually go out into Beyblade. Get that Intimidate off in case it was physically offensive, but he's actually specially offensive with Heat Wave, and I still tank that. So I'm just gonna try to do something with this. I have Toxic, I have Counter, as he goes for the Dragon Claw. So he reveals that he's actually mixed. I don't really know why he uses Charizard. Charizard's really underwhelming in this format. There's so many other fire types that outclass this thing, but nevertheless he still goes for that Dragon Claw, and I get a Toxic off, and this thing's on the timer in case it wanted to set up with Dragon Dance or something. Yeah. So I just go for the Mach Punch, just getting some damage off, as this thing's just gonna Heat Wave me and get the burn. I really don't need him on top anymore. Maybe I should have preserved it in case that Cloyster's set up on me and sweeps, but I'm not too worried about Cloyster since I have Quick Attack, Mega Pinsir, and I've got other things to do with that. And he goes for the Fly. See, his set's really weird. I really don't know what he's doing, but yeah. So I know I'm gonna die here. Actually, I get burned, so his Fly isn't really useful at all. It just wastes Toxic damage on him. Actually, I do die to Fly over here with Gardevoir, but he misses as I go for the Wish. It's too bad I don't have Protect on this thing, so I would get some HP back. I just have Will-O-Wisp, Psyshock, Moonblast, etc. So I'm just gonna go straight for the Psyshock. As he barely lives from that Toxic damage. And he goes for the Heat Wave. And he's gonna knock me out. I know these last I should have gone on to Heliolisk, honestly. But I didn't want to take that Fly damage. And I really didn't need Gardevoir anymore. I'm not really playing for differential. I just want to make sure I don't get swept or get caught off guard. And here's just the beginning of the end. At this point, I'm just going to go straight down to my Heliolisk and just start nuking things. I'm Life Orb, max special attack, and he's not going to live that. Down goes Tauros. And with rocks on the field, he's going to break any sash that Cloyster has, anything. So this is actually just it. Like, he can't outspeed me, and everything's just going to die in one hit. So that's GG for Joseph. I'm now At this point, oh wait, yeah. So Dancy comes in. I don't know if this means will take a Thunderbolt or not, but I know I can live one hit, as it's a 2-hit KO. So actually goes for the Diamond Storm. I'm like, oh, I live on 3. I had I think a little bit of. No, I only had 4 special defensive EVs, but maybe that 4 special defensive EVs came in clutch there. I lived on 3, but I just KO back with a Thunderbolt, and Heliolisk gets that 3-0 late game sweep. And after week 3, I'm now 3-0. Joseph ends up being 0-3, and next week's matchup is against Quentin of the Geosenge Garchomps, who is also 0-3. My opponents thus far haven't really been top contenders. Emily, she's pretty good, but at this point she's 1-2. Rampage at this point has probably been my toughest opponent, not in the battle style, but record-wise, since he's 2-1, I'm his only loss. And Quentin is also 0-3, so I want to be able to battle someone who actually is like up there in the top, so I can test my skills a little bit more. Not to say that any of these weren't great battlers, it just from their records are showing that they aren't really good in this kind of format yet. Maybe they need a little learn a thing or two. But yeah, so that's my week 3 battle, and let me know what you guys think. Leave a like down below, or comment, or anything you want to tell me. Just go ahead and tell me. Open up. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.